Hello there, Pete. How's it going? Sorry it's been a little while since the last lesson, but I've got a great song for us to do today. I've got a George Harrison number for us to do, Devil in the Deep Blue Sea. If you haven't heard the song before, I think you're really going to love it. I'll send you over the music video as well, which is George playing on the ukulele, which is really cool. I think you'll love that. And today we're just going to focus on the verse part of the song. And then this next lesson we'll do the chorus. So we've got two sections to learn, and we're kicking off with the verse. So yeah, let me play you around a little bit. So here we go. Cool, so that's our verse part, yeah, which is really nice sounding on the ukulele, and not too difficult, but a couple of interesting chord changes and things like that in there, so hopefully it'll be the right level for you. Let me know if you do need any extra assistance. So let's start out with the strumming pattern, because this is consistent the whole way through the verse. So it's kind of got a shuffle to it, a sort of swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we're going down, up, down, up, down. So it's nice and simple, just down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up per bar. So if you try that just on the F along with me. And now we'll go round the chord sequence, and what you'll see is the whole way through it just stays with that. Okay, so a nice simple strumming. Hopefully that's all okay, and we're going to use that throughout the whole verse. It's simple as far as it's just down, up, but getting the kind of feel for it and the kind of swing of it will be the bit to practice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you can do at the start of the lesson, just sort of when you're warming up, is just sticking on the chord of F, nice and easy. Just have a little play around and just make sure you get that strumming nice and fluid and staying the same the whole way through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So once you're feeling comfortable with the strumming, then we'll go into the chords. So let's run through the first line. We've got F to D minor, nice and easy. So we're going to do F, and all we're doing is just bringing the third finger on there on the C string, 2nd fret, to our D minor. So that's you should be fine with that one. So yeah. Now the G minor 7 is a little bit of a tricky one, because you're barring your 1st fret on the E and the A string, and you've got your 2nd finger there on the C string, 2nd fret. Nice chord. Okay, so we're going to try now getting from the F to the D minor, then to that G minor 7, which is a slightly trickier one, but because of the bar, but you should hopefully be okay with. And then the final chord in the sequence is C7. One of the easy ones, just one finger on there on the 1st fret. Okay, so if we go around that, and I'll sort of slow it down a bit, we've got so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So what I suggest is just at home, just practicing that sequence and just see if you can play, once you get to the stage where you can play that round and round and round, really fluid, you know, no little breaks in between, you know, no gaps in between changing, just nice smooth changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. And you can get that going round and round and round, then move on to the next part. Okay, so as you'll see on the music, we do that line, so the F, the D minor, the G minor 7 and the C7, that we do that twice before moving on to the third line of the verse. Now what you see is you've got an F7, so this came up in a tune we did recently. So you've got normal F, but you bring your third finger on the C string on the 3rd fret. So we have 2 bars of that F7. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then we go B flat. And here's the bit of the, I know you've had some practice on this one previously, this shape, the major bar chords. Essentially, like we did the G minor 7 earlier in the song. It's like that, but with your 3rd finger on as well, on the 3rd fret, on the G at the very top, on the G string at the very top. So that's probably the hardest chord that we're going to do. So changing from that F7, 2 bars, just 1 bar on the B flat to B flat minor. Again a bar chord, so this could be a little tricky, but you've got your open G and then your 1st finger just barring C, E and A. So that line altogether sounds, I'll play it a bit slower, so you've got you've got me in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then so at the speed of the songs, so we've come up the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's probably the hardest line in the song. So again, practice that line around so you've got it sounding good. Down, up, 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 down. So we got you've got me in between. Okay, so that's your third line of the verse. So I hope it gets a little bit tricky there. But it's good practice on your bar chords. Right, so now for the last line, and as usual, we're on our F and we're going down, up, exactly the same as we've done before. And it goes the middle of the deep blue sea. So what we have there is a bar of F, and that should be your G minor 7. So we're going Now this is the only time in the song you'll see you've got G minor 7 and C7 in one bar. And we're going to go down, up on the G minor 7, down, up on the C7. So we do a bar of F, down, up, we go to our G minor 7, down, up, C7, then we go back to F, down, up, and then this last chord is like a C, that we all usual normal C, but with your first finger on the first fret of the G, to give you that augmented background to your F. So I think that's our first ever augmented chord, possibly. Yeah, I can't recall an augmented chord before. By itself, it sounds a bit horror filmish, but yeah, a bit Halloweeny. But once you incorporate it into the song, it leads really nice round to the F. So anyway, back to that last line. If I play the whole thing through, so. The bottom of the deep blue sea, the devil and the deep blue sea. So again, that's like a sort of little bluesy kind of turnaround type thing. It sounds really cool. So that's going to take a bit of practice as well. So I'll just play that round just a few times for you again. So down, up, 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 F, G minor 7, C7, F, C7, C augmented, sorry. Brings you back round to the beginning. Brings you back round to that F. So that's basically the full thing. So what I'll do, I'll play the whole thing round slowly, just once, and you can skip back and forth. You know, you've got that verse section there, and you can keep on practicing round and try and play along with me. And I'll just play it without sort of singing over the top, just nice and basic, so you've got that at home to practice on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you've got that on the video there. That's what you want to be aiming to, getting it nice and smooth, playing it round. So let me play it round for you one more time with the vocals, so you've sort of got the idea of it. And that should hopefully keep you busy. I'll try and not take as long, so getting over for your next lesson. I'll try and be quicker getting over the second part. Hopefully, well, you let me know if maybe in two weeks or something like that. If you feel you've got this bit sorted, I'll get you over the second parts. Okie dokie, and then yes, okay, cool. Yeah, then we'll move on to something else. All right, so yeah, I'll play this round for you now. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want you, but I hate to lose you. You've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. I forgive you, 'cause I can't forget you. You got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. Hey, alrighty then, Pete. So yeah, I hope that keeps you busy and it's enjoyable and fun. And let me know if you've heard that one before, or if it's new. Alright, and yeah, hope to hear from you soon. See you in a bit.